Man, if you have Kirk Cousins at number 5, I'd love to see your top 5. I know you don't. I know you don't, but just the thought of Kirk Cousins being a top 5 quarterback, I wouldn't put Kirk in the top 10. Like, he's like a solid 12. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback in terms of getting his money. Wow, that was a ridiculous interception.
A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 16 carries,
is it pure cheese?
69 yards.
So it's pure cheese.
Week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards.
It's a great start being down 14-0 to the Buffalo Bills. I threw an out route to a tight end, and then Tre'Davious White decided he was going to be Jesus Christ and jumped 70 feet in the air to get an interception.
He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but
so
they said no way.
it does. It makes me feel a lot better, actually.
The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that.
They're going to win the Super Bowl again, aren't they? They're going to beat the Lions or the Niners, whoever comes out, because Baltimore's not beating Kansas City. I don't care where it's at. They should, but they're not. Like, my parents are like, oh, man, do you think Baltimore is going to win? No.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
Like, I believe the Lions will make the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to get torched by Kansas City. And it's going to be sad. I'm going to be sad. Not because the Lions lost, but because the Chiefs won. And when he inevitably wins his 3rd Super Bowl in 4 tries, we're going to have to hear about how he's the GOAT and all this shit. I know, but he's not. He's good. Yeah, but he's not. You take away Andy Reid and that man's nothing. And he won a Super Bowl. Yeah, he did though. He did though. Dude, I get it. I get it. But he did leave and go win a Super Bowl with not Belichick. Ah, yes, because the Chiefs totally haven't had a stacked roster for the last 10 years. They made 4 straight AFC 4 AFC divisionals with fucking Alex Smith. So he has a stacked roster. That defense is nuts. It's still not very much of a division. Look, man, Mahomes is good. I'm not going to lie and say, oh, man, Herbert's better. But, like, he's not this all-seeing, all-powerful god of football. His first Super Bowl was a joke. He played like ass. Yeah.
Try to shake off the interception from the
I bet it's Patrick Mahomes. And the fact that you're not wrong pisses me off even more. Like, I agree he's the best quarterback currently playing. But, like, if you give me... here's the thing, right? Of quarterbacks, right? If we want to go, like, best quarterbacks, Tom Brady's the GOAT. I'd argue Montana's second. Who's second?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Peyton?
Back-to-back good play.
Okay, Peyton, we can agree there. Peyton Manning's very good. Okay, let's go Peyton Manning 2.
Play action this time with Love.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay. Like, is Mahomes a top 5 of all time right now? Yeah, maybe, but he's not. He's not close to Brady. Brady. No, but I hear people all the time. Yeah, I hear people tell me how great Tom Brady was, and he was.
Another example, another incompletion.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes wins another Super Bowl after this year. That's just
Able
me.
to find the open man. That's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
And he hasn't missed an AFC Championship. I'm not saying he's going to drop off. I'm saying that roster is not going to be great.
Love, they go play action now. He hits down.
How much of that is he going to be like him? Because a lot of his game relies on his arm and moving around, physical tools. What makes Mahomes dangerous is not, as somebody who has to watch him twice a year, what makes Mahomes dangerous is not like not like Brady, who will just pick you apart. What makes Mahomes, but what makes Mahomes,
and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Do you want to say? I would say Mahomes is not the best quarterback we've ever seen. I'd say he's the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. Like in terms of pure talent, and even then, I'd argue Rodgers is probably more physically talented. Rodgers in his prime, his arm was better.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Favre, yeah, or Allen. Allen's a close second. Herbert's up there in terms of pure physical talent. But, like, that's not what wins games. It's like...
First down, love to pass.
Look, man, don't take the one thing I have. Harbaugh's almost signed, apparently.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Is Lamar an all-time quarterback? He's got 2 MVPs unanimously. If he wins a Super Bowl, he is. I think if he wins a Super Bowl, he is. Yeah.
Here's a run with Hubbard, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's.
You don't think he could crack like? You don't think he could crack like top 15? Do you think he'd crack top 15 with a Super Bowl?
That's a big letdown.
I'm not going to say he's going to be the best ever or even a top 10, but I think I'd put him at like 15 right now. He could retire tomorrow and be a Hall of Famer. 2 unanimous MVPs? That might not be unanimous this year.
He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Touchdown, Brees Hall. I think Zach Wilson's an all-timer.
Here's Love. They'll roll him out right.
I don't hot take. I don't think Burrow's that good.
Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively,
he's good. I don't.
You
want his number? I don't. All right, let me rephrase. Burrow is good. Burrow is good. He is not the second best quarterback in football. Like everybody makes him out to be. He's injury prone for one. No, but he is injury prone. The best ability is availability. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's his fault. It's just a fact. One of those things that just kind of exists, right? Is he gets hurt. And 2, again, if you want to argue Mahomes 1, I'd argue Lamar's 2 over Burrow. And then again, this is my Chargers home we're talking. While Burrow has more accomplishments, I'd say Herbert's better in terms of like physical ability. Physically? Well, yes, as the guy who said Kirk Cousins is a top 5 quarterback. I don't want to hear it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the judge.
Again, even if you want to take Herbert out, I think Allen's physically better.
An incomplete pass leads to
Burrow.
10 from the 25.
Physically, you don't think Burrow is like, I'm not saying he's a better player than Burrow. He has a better arm. He can't move that well. He can move, but not like he's not like Mahomes moving.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Touchdown. Garrett Wilson tied the game.
It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because
is Jalen Hurts a good quarterback? No.
That means you have to run extra plays.
It is pretty funny.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle
So Kirk Cousins. So he's Kirk Cousins. You think Kirk's better than Jalen? He's a better passer.
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Love.
Don't ask Lamar.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it.
He had 100 and he had more.
I did like his decision making there to make sure they picked up.
He has like 17 passing touchdowns this year.
More manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility.
I know.
That he just keeps it and runs.
I agree with you. Lamar is great. I think he's second best quarterback in football. That's just me. I just think Burrow's a tad bit overrated.
Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder
And considering a little bit, and considering like Jake Browning played really well, I want to say Zach Taylor might just be a really good
He's going to
coach.
get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
I mean, they went 8-8 with Jake Browning. Like, Jake Browning looked like a Hall of Famer for like 2 weeks. Like, come on, man. I'm not saying Burrow's a system quarterback, but I'm not saying that.
Well, the hard part's done.
I'll tell you, he's better than, like, he's top 5. That's unfortunate. I am playing the Bills down 7. Who's their quarterback?